Hi, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020, and we're going to continue our book Day and Night. Remember that we are identifying the things that happen during the day and at night. So let's go ahead and get started. On Monday, but the last time we met together for science was Monday, and we finished chapters 1 and 2 of Day and Night. So we're just going to switch over to Epic, and we are going to pick up on chapter 3, plants in the day. Remember, we're thinking about the things that happen during the day and the night so that we can add to our journal entry. All right, here we go. Chapter 3, plants in the day. The sun shines brightly overhead. A field of sunflowers looked cheerful and yellow in the sunshine. The flowers turn to follow the sun across the sky. That helps them collect light from the sun. They use the light to make energy. At night the sun does not shine. The flowers droop. They will open again tomorrow. The sun will shine brightly again then. It's daytime, and a lotus flower opens wide. Its strong smell and pretty color attract a dragonfly. The dragonfly will get food inside the flower. The dragonfly needs the flower to be wide open. That way it can find food. When the night falls, the flower will close. Your turn. Let's pretend that we are animals and plants during the day. We're going to act out what each is doing. So now let's run like an ostrich. It's got really long, strong legs, right? Ostriches run really fast. What about swimming like a fish? Can we follow the sun like a flower? When the sun is shining bright outside, we can look at the sun, close our eyes, and enjoy that warmth that we feel in the sun. We can play like monkeys. We can fly like a bird. We can pretend, can't we? Very good. Animals, Chapter 4, Animals in the Night. In the dark, hungry lions stalk the land. The sun set hours ago, and the moon provides the only light. The lions watch and wait. A lion can see in the dark. This helps it watch for food in the night. In the dark, an elf owl peeks out of its nest in a saguaro cactus. The temperature has cooled, and now the owl can hunt. It listens for the signs of prey. Soon it will set out in search of food. Most owls can see well at night. This owl listens too. It can find food even when it can't see. He probably has to be a very good listener, doesn't he? Just like we are good listeners in class. In the dark, a red-eyed tree frog blinks its big eyes open. It's hungry. The frog sits quietly and waits as it searches for food. Suddenly, it spots movement on a leaf. The frog is quick. It catches its food, but it's still hungry. The frog searches for food all night. In the dark, a raccoon wakes up. It peeks out in the night as it looks and listens. All seems safe. It's time to leave the den and hunt. The raccoon will use its excellent sight and hearing to find food in the dark. The raccoon trots down to the river. It peeks into the water. There's a fish there. In the dark, a termite mound starts to glow. Wow, look at that. That's pretty neat. I've never seen anything like that. Have you? It's not the termites, though. On the towers, hundreds of glowworms light up the night. They are glowing to attract food. The glowworms' lights shine bright. This attracts their food. It makes their food come right to them. Now it's easy for the glowworms to eat. Look at the tail of this glowworm, how it's shining. Now it's your turn. What sense does each animal use most to get around in the dark? What sense do you use in the dark? So we either have our sense of sight, to see, or to hear. So this here, right here, is a picture of the owl. What does he do? He has really good eyesight, so he sees, and he also has very good listening skills, so hearing. What about this frog here? Look at the eyes. That should be a clue. Right, his sense of sight. He sees with those big eyes. He watches and watches until he sees his prey. And what about number 3, the raccoon? He also has a good sense of sight and hearing at nighttime. And number 4, the lions. They sit there in the dark and they wait for their prey. So it's their sense of sight. Very good. Let's keep going. Plants in the night, chapter 5, plants in the night. Darkness falls and a balsam flower opens wide. Inside is a sweet liquid. Many nocturnal or nighttime animals are attracted to its scent, and they come to drink. The flower closes in the day. Interesting. It will open again at night. That's very interesting because if we think about what we read about plants in the day, I can't remember what the name of that flower was. Let's just go back really quick because I really want to point this out. It was back here, this one right here. In the daytime, the lotus flower opens wide, and then at nighttime it will close. But this flower that we're talking about back over here, sorry. I just really want to put this right here. So, but this flower here is nocturnal. That means it opens, it's closed at nighttime, and then it opens up in the night, during the nighttime. Nocturnal animals sleep in the day too. They will wake up again at night. Sorry, I just thought that was really interesting, so I wanted to point that out. In the dark forest, a group of fungi gives off an eerie, glowing green light. The fungi only glow at night, but they couldn't make their light without the daytime sunlight. During the day, the fungi store the sun's light. At night, they turn the stored light into the glowing light. That's pretty cool. Your turn. Let's see. What activities do you do in the day? What do you do at night? So let's take a look here. Let's see. Tap the day side or the nighttime side of the tree as you read each activity. Sleep. When do we sleep? Mostly we sleep at night, right? So, oops. Right here, right? And that wasn't supposed to happen. There we go. What about when do we see the sun? Daytime. When do we see the stars? Night. What about the moon? Nighttime. When do we swim? And read. Swimming would be done in the day to do it safely. Reading, I would say, could be daytime and nighttime, right? Awesome. Very good, guys. So we'll go back to our journal entry for science that we started on Monday. And I want you to add one other thing. And I'm going to go back to Mondays because this is what I added on Monday. So now I'm simply going to write something else that I learned from chapters 3, 4, and 5 today. And I'm going to type it in here. So daytime. What happens? Oh, I remember. This is one of my favorite parts. It says that the lotus flower opens up. Remember that pink flower. And then at nighttime, I remember that the owl, I think it was called the elf owl, waits quietly and watches. Remember, he has good eyesight. I'm going to go back here. And watches for its prey. Very good. Okay, so I want you to add at least 1 to 2 other things that you read, that you learned from chapters 3, 4, or 5 here. If you need to go back to the book to complete this journal entry for Wednesday, remember it's chapters 3, 4, and 5 that we covered today. So you'll go in and you'll complete that portion. You can always go back to Epic and read chapters 3, 4, and 5 again to remind you about some of the things that happen at daytime and nighttime. I hope you enjoyed the chapters that we read today, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.